A teenage boy was just out for a ride on his e-bike when he soon realized he was being followed. With his wits about him, he decided to start recording and call home to alert his parents.
There's this lady trying to hit me.
While this was going on, innocent bystanders saw something that didn't look right.
What's going on?
I was just driving. She driving up behind me, and the sign simply going on the walk path. So there's that raising flags of like, seemed like a teenager grabbing a motorized bike behind him. I just didn't want the situation, so I followed them at basically the same pace there, almost about 30 miles an hour or so.
Up on the sidewalk?
Yeah, I was following on the road. They were on the sidewalk. Yeah. But they had turned right here. I had turned in front of her, so she couldn't chase me. Child, I believe that went that way. We exchanged some words.
Did you hear her say anything when she was driving up on the sidewalk?
Yeah, she said the kid was driving fast in the neighborhood and almost hit her dog, which, regardless,
no.
That's not how we deal with things as adults.
You said you had video?
Yeah, she has video on her phone.
I know you sent it to us, but I didn't have time to look at it yet, so please throw it up.
An SUV tailing a teen on his e-bike on a suburban sidewalk. Even crazier is the speed at which Julia was driving. 35 miles per hour. Let's meet our Karen. Julia Kathlof, a 65-year-old woman who is now facing 4 charges. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, reckless driving, traffic citation, and loss of license. Do you think it was worth it? It's time to hear from Julia. Do you think she will have a good reason to hunt down a 14-year-old on his e-bike on a suburban sidewalk where other people could be out and about taking their pets for a nightly walk?
Here's what happened.
Okay.
They don't know what's going on with their phones. They act like they know what happened.
Okay.
I live right there. I'm 65 years old. I've had both of my hips replaced.
Okay.
I also have a dog. I was throwing the ball up, the squeaky toy for him. He wasn't in the street. This boy comes down on the sidewalk, 35 miles an hour. I'm not kidding you.
Okay.
2 nights ago, or in the evening, I'm on the street that goes along there. He comes right at me. And I was like, you have to slow down when people are here. He thought that was funny, so they go more. And so then tonight, so I get my car to try to catch him because I thought he lived in the neighborhood. I wanted to either see where he lived, to talk to his mother nicely, or I wanted to talk to him nicely because I thought he was my neighbor. No, he's doing that. Guess what? He doesn't even live in here. So then I go after him to try to find him because I know you're never going to find him. And they're all like, you're acting recklessly. I was like, you don't even know what happened. First of all, if he hits me with 2 replaced hips and I can't walk anymore, because believe me, if I go down, I'm not walking anymore. That's going to be bad enough. If he hits my dog, I don't know if you have a dog, but that's my child.
Okay.
And I would have called you, actually, and then I went and got in the W's. I couldn't get out of the W's. My phone is in the house. I couldn't even use my GPS to get out. But let's put it this way. He could have disabled me for the rest of my life. And he's probably, 17? He would have gone home the rest of his life, living a great life. And I'd have been in a wheelchair, or he would have hit my dog. And then I would have found him and it would have gotten ugly.
Okay. What's your name?
Julia.
Julia?
You've heard from Julia. She has a dog. 2 replacement hips. Does it make you provide sympathy for her? Does it justify her actions, or do you think she went too far? What would you have done if faced with the same situation? Do you have the constraint to hold it in, or would you have acted in a similar manner to Julia? Let's hear what the officer thought of Julia's actions.
Okay, so I got video of you driving up on the sidewalk recklessly. You would have hit that kid on a bike and killed him. You're going to jail for manslaughter. You understand?
I'm not going to hit him and kill him.
You're driving recklessly on a sidewalk where people walk their dogs and ride their bikes. I have video of you doing almost 30 miles an hour up that sidewalk with your vehicle.
I was trying to catch him.
Ma'am.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Because you're this close to going to jail.
I'm listening.
You understand? I understand you're concerned about kids driving. You call us, we do our best to find them, right? You think 65 years old, right? You think it's a smart idea to be driving up on a sidewalk doing 30 miles an hour, chasing a kid on a bike? Answer the question.
I don't consider that a sidewalk.
What do you consider it?
There's cars on there all the time.
They're parked up on the grass so they can walk on the sidewalk.
All right.
You are doing, I got you for at least 3 minutes up on the sidewalk, driving recklessly over 30 miles an hour from what my reporting party told me.
And you can see he was going faster than
Do
me.
you still think you're correct? That's how you do it again, you are going to jail. We're taking your car.
I will never do it again.
You understand what your actions?
I do understand. I was very emotional.
Okay, so maybe you think you collect yourself as a 65-year-old woman about what you were doing? You would hit anybody else on that sidewalk besides this kid if you
I
even
could
caught the
see
kid?
there was no. I'm not disagreeing with you, but I
You're
could see there
wrong
was
for
nobody
trying
else.
to make this sound correct on your end.
Okay.
You're 100% wrong.
I won't. I'll stop.
All right, you see somebody that you call us. You don't take it into your own hands.
All right, you're right.
God forbid you hit somebody. I promise you I'll do everything in my power to make sure you go to jail.
You're right.
Take your car, find out you're doing it again, chasing this kid even on the road.
Oh God, no. This was
But it was a great idea to follow him on the sidewalk and chase him.
no. Like I said, it was
I
like
hear what you said.
I know.
You're not. I want you to listen.
I'm listening.
This kid does it again. You chase him in your car again, we'll get you for aggravated assault.
Of course, I'm not going to.
But you did it.
I know.
And you were willing to chase this kid as far as it could go until this other car, this person that called us, stopped you. They blocked you at the sidewalk, correct?
Yeah.
Where does this make sense to you?
Okay, it doesn't.
We're taking your car. You're not getting it back. You're losing your license. You're not driving if you get
Now?
another car. No. I find out you do this again. You're this close to doing it.
Of course not.
You're saying of course not, but look at your actions that just happened.
No, but
100%, 110%.
I'm
You were
not
going to jail if you hit this kid.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
So I'm trying to understand where you thought this was the right thing to do. Tell me your emotions took over.
I'm not.
So should I put you in for a reevaluation of your driver's license
trying-
now?
I'm not trying to disagree with you.
You're trying to make what you did sound correct.
No, I'm not trying to say sound
You have.
correct. I'm telling you why I did it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just trying to. No, I'm not trying to excuse it. I'm trying to explain, even though it was wrong, why I did it. I didn't just like come out and say, "Oh, here, let me go." Chase
weren't
this boy.
thinking.
Let's pause now that you have heard from both Julia and the police officer. What are your thoughts? Was he too harsh on Julia knowing she was just trying to explain rather than excuse her actions? Or do you feel he was too hard on her? Versus rather not hard enough? Put yourself in Julia's shoes, then the police officer's shoes. How would you have handled yourself?
Well, maybe not.
No, maybe not. You were not thinking.
Okay.
I'm laying into you right now because you could have
I
killed
know.
multiple people on the sidewalk. It's dark. You're focused on this one kid riding a bike.
You
You don't see.
Me, I
You don't
deserve it.
see anyone else on the sidewalk. Somebody would have called me and said, "You almost hit them with their car. I'm taking you to jail." If this kid calls us back after he goes home and talks to his parents, I know where you're at. We're probably taking you to jail. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Your car's considered a deadly weapon.
Touch him.
Doesn't matter. Aggravated assault. Assault is not a physical contact. It's the threat of
What about-
contact.
Okay. All right. I'm not going to say anything else.
I recommend you see this kid again because this is what kids do. They found out this ticks you off. They're going to come back. You do not interact with this kid. You do not get in your car and chase
I don't
them.
want to be in trouble with the law. I don't want to be in trouble with
Well,
the
you're
law.
on our radar now because what you did was stupid, reckless.
Okay.
Should I take you to jail now?
No,
Why not?
I'm agreeing with you. Because it's not going to happen again. It was a stupid thing. I agree.
Expect if I come back to your house, there's consequences that you're going to be paying. So all it's going to take is for this kid to go home and say, there was a car following me. I already know who you are. I know where you live. I know what car you're driving. And I have you on video doing all this. That's plenty of evidence for a judge to say, yeah, we're taking her car, we're taking her license, and she's spending time in jail. Who's going to take care of your dog now?
I'm not disagreeing with you.
I'm just putting
I know.
the whole picture together
And
for
I'm
you.
soaking it in, and I'm not disagreeing with you, and I'm not arguing with you. And like I said, I wasn't trying to excuse myself. I wasn't trying to say it was right. I was explaining stupidly where I was coming from.
I suggest when you get emotional like this next time, you stop what you're doing and think about what you're about to do.
You're right.
Do you have any questions for me?
Are you going to find that boy?
I have no idea where he went. I have no information on him other than it was a juvenile on an e-bike.
Because he said he goes through here too. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not excusing what I did. I'm just kind of compartmentalizing now. Yes, I soaked up everything you said, and I'm not trying to minimalize. Just going over this subject now. I would like that situation remedied too, please, if you
You
can.
have to call us, give us the best description as possible, not follow them, get a direction of travel.
I'm not going
and you
listen,
let us try to
I know
find
I'm in
him.
enough trouble now. I don't want any more trouble.
You know, maybe he does live in a neighborhood and he didn't want to go home because he didn't want you following. He doesn't know what your intentions are. He doesn't know what you're about to do. So yeah, he's not going to stop. He's going to run away from you.
I don't think he went away from me here because he's afraid of me. He
I
didn't wanna get
100%
in
believe he
trouble.
was afraid of
He
you.
was too.
A 3,000-4,000 pound vehicle is now chasing him. What do you think was going through his head?
Well, the first time I came this way, he was coming up, because I came around this way, and I was like, stop, I want to talk to you. He's like,
Yeah, no, he's not going to stop.
because he didn't want to get in trouble. Now, after that, who knows? I don't believe he's scared of me. I do not believe that. I think he's being a.
Well, we don't know until he goes home and
Well,
tells his
you're right.
parents.
But I hear you.
I recommend you go back inside.
Okay.
Unless you have any other questions for me. All right, think about what you're doing next time.
Okay.
Think about everything you just did too.
Okay.
All right.
We've heard from Gage, bystanders, Julia, and the police officer. Now it's time to hear from Gage's parents. Have you predicted their reaction? Do you feel they will believe their son was in the wrong and side with Julia? Or will they agree with the police officer and place blame on Julia and her actions? I bet you won't guess what happens next.
What's going on today?
I don't know if you've seen the videos over the incident that's happened Saturday.
I've not seen the videos. I tried to read up on the
Here's my
notes,
son.
but
There was this lady trying to hit me.
He's chasing him on the sidewalk.
He tried to hit me at one point.
There's no more. He's just refocusing on driving. And I'll
you
see
didn't count. There's not enough folks on the video.
No, unfortunately, but I'm getting us that call them.
Did he say that he tried, or the witness or whatever?
There was this lady trying
I don't.
I can check if not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for something like criminal like that, there has to be intent. And I looked there to interviewed her, and she said she was just trying to get your attention.
But here's the problem. She put my child in danger.
I understand that.
So whatever it is, I don't care if we're stretching it to the max. I'm pressing charges.
Okay. Let me
I mean, you got child endangerment, attempt to kidnap, because I don't know her intent.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's you can't attempt to kidnap, but
Dude, I got video of someone chasing on the sidewalk at 20.
I understand. I understand. It's definitely
And I mean, I need a report, because if this doesn't go anywhere, I'm legaling up and I'm going balls to the wall
okay.
against everybody.
Mhm.
So I want charges pressed. I want a police report done
Okay.
with her info, her license, everything.
Did you see that coming? Julia's charges are now extending past what the police officer she spoke to shared with her. Gage's parents are looking to add attempted kidnapping. They don't appear to be holding Gage accountable for his reckless acts in all this. But wait, there is more. Gage's father tries to justify the attempted kidnapping charges. Where do you think this will end for Julia?
If I go into a bank with a gun and I don't have the intent to rob it, but you hand me the money anyway,
Yeah, exactly.
it's the same thing,
Yeah.
is it not?
It's not the same thing, but it's like it's all the charges. What fits the charge? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We looked at there's
have
a
to see it. We've got
Yeah.
evidence that it happened.
yeah. Our detectives will see it. They're a lot more smart than us. They have a lot more resources. If it fits a charge, that will be like forwarded. And if district attorney takes it, she'll have a warrant for arrest.
I am traumatized from that though, because
Okay.
when I came home, I was shaking.
Yeah. So on this, I'm gonna give you guys a witness statement. Technically, how old are you again?
14.
14. So you'll have to fill it out since he's a juvenile. I would put in there everything that happened, make it as detailed as possible. I have a continuation form as well.
The officer is now adding potential child abuse, and Gage's father notes. It's definitely child endangerment. Things definitely are not looking good for Julia at this point. Let's see what the sergeant has to say to Gage's father.
How you doing, Mr. Ellis? Sergeant Miley at the Sheriff's Office. How are you today?
Good.
I guess we had an incident a couple days ago with
Yeah.
your son who was a victim of something that happened. Looking at the video, I'm not seeing assault. Bam.
Okay.
Okay. She's far enough away in the video from what we can tell. She's in a vehicle. So if she really wanted to assault or do harm to somebody, she could very easily have sped up. What I'm seeing the most of right now from the video that was provided yesterday is reckless driving. So she's driving on the sidewalk and she's driving crazy, allegedly to confront your son. What I'm seeing as of right now is what we can do. Like I said, that's why I was asking if there's any other video, is file charges for reckless driving on her. All right.
What about intent to kidnap, child endangerment?
No.
Nothing else.
The other issue I have with the assault aspect, I think we might have been able to pursue that or press it a little bit if we would have been called that night. We have a day lack. So if there was,
You were called by the
but we
witness.
didn't know who the victim was at
Yeah.
that point. So if the victim would have called in that night, we might have been able to stretch the assault because there was a well-found fear that something might have occurred.
But we still called in within a 24-hour period.
A couple hours later, a day later, is there really that well-found fear? that something would have been able to occur per the statutes, per the elements of the crime. I agree, we should be able to do that.
Yeah.
However, per the statute and the elements of the crime, it's not going to fit that right now.
Okay.
I looked into possibly child abuse based on the mental effect that it might have on a child. Per the elements of the crime, yet again, there's very specific points in the child neglect or child abuse statute when it comes to a mental injury that we're not going to be able to do on this one either.
Okay.
Are things starting to look up for Julia? Have you guessed the outcome yet?
Oh, do you mind if you just step out?
Are you arresting me?
Well, I'm not saying that. We just have to talk, okay? Your dog's scaring me. I was when I was knocking on the door before. He was. Oh, hey, buddy.
Hi. Are you okay to come in now?
I'd rather be outside. Yeah.
Are you arresting me? Yes.
I'm not saying that. I have to talk to you first, okay? To get your side of the story.
Before you arrest me?
I'm not saying that. So what happened on? Was it Saturday on the 7th?
I think so.
So give me your side of the story first.
Okay. I already went all over this with that other guy.
Okay.
But
So let's just get to the point where you were following him.
I was following him because I wanted to see where he lived, but he didn't stop. And then these two people are like yelling stuff at me. I'm like, you don't know what happened.
We saw the video. It shows you driving on the sidewalk. Why'd you do that?
Well, that was stupid. Unfortunately, I didn't really think of it as a sidewalk.
How is that possible?
Well, I'm not saying I'm
You're
not.
at the road and then.
I'm not saying I'm not stupid.
Sidewalk.
I just got here from
I'm not saying you're
Maryland.
stupid either.
But like sidewalks to me are white sidewalks, and I see cars on them. But all I'm going to tell you is it was stupid and ridiculous, and that's all I can say. It was just freaking
Okay.
ridiculous that I did
All
that.
right. So I just have to redo this before asking more questions, okay?
At this point, Julia gets nervous as she is being read her rights. Julia agrees to speak to the officer as he starts to ask her incriminating questions.
So when you were following him, did you ever get close to him?
I don't think so. No, I couldn't catch up with him.
So you were trying to catch up to him?
Enough that I could talk to him, yeah, to
Okay.
tell him what I was
So if
doing.
he's speeding away and you're continuing to follow him, why would you keep on following him? I just
That was stupid. That was
Okay.
stupid. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't
no.
have done it.
So when you were on the sidewalk, did you ever try to get in front of him
Yeah, I
before you
did.
started following him?
Yeah, not before I started following.
Or before you went on the sidewalk? Because that's the story I got. That right before you hopped on the sidewalk, or maybe as soon as it happened, you kind of like try to cut him off.
I tried to come around. I didn't try to cut him off.
It's crazy how the heat of the moment can drive someone to the edge. But then when things settle down, the story extrapolates into different versions that even need to be pieced together by those involved. Was Julia ever close enough to Gage to cause serious harm, or was he always out of harm's way? Does the bystander know the full story, or did they just see the glimpse before or after anything actually happened? Although Julia admitted to her self-proclaimed stupid and ridiculous actions, as well as her own fears that she was faced with that night, it was time to face the music.
I'm going to be honest with you, based on what we have now, I'm going to be making an arrest on aggravated assault and the reckless driving too, based on everything that I have, okay? So I'm going to need you to turn around for me.
The officer tries to relieve Julia a bit by letting her know this doesn't make you a bad person, you just made some bad decisions. Julia Kathlof was sentenced to aggravated assault with a deadly weapon without intent to kill, reckless driving, and a traffic citation for driving on a sidewalk. She was later released on a $3,000 bond. The overarching lesson here: think before you act, as it can save you time, money, and unnecessary aggravation. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to see more true crime footage.